So I've got the main processor board here. I've put some sockets here which I can plug the keyboard into using those pins. That works quite well. The height is exactly right as far as I can see. I've taken out the second TC5006 and I've snipped the leg on this one, and I'm running a Pico here. So I think both of those devices aren't actually working, and they were the problem devices. What I'm going to do is put this Pico circuit here onto a circuit board that big, hopefully, and then probably put it in a socket like I've done with this IC here. There's enough height to do that, I'm pretty sure, and get this all back in the case. This circuit here at the moment I'm running off my USB cable here, but this circuit should be able to be powered from the power supply in here, so the whole thing will just start up and start running and just work from the supply, the battery supply and so on. I'm going to have to put two in because I think that device and that device are broken. This one seems okay. I've got another one here. I'm going to try that in a minute. This is the original one from the PRO-101. This one actually came out of one of the FX201s. But I think that's working. The FX201 is here. I've taken out all the ICs and I've decapped one of these, the 36136, and also the what is it, 36106, I think maybe, the processor chip, just to see what was inside and see if I could get the ROM out of it. But at the moment, unfortunately, I can't see the ROM bit, so that's a bit of a shame. Yeah, so that's it. I'd like to do some more tracing on this to work out what that is, so I'm going to put my analyzer back on there and see, now that I've got the data coming out of the IC as well as going in, I should be able to work out enough of the protocol to emulate that as well, which would be quite interesting. I don't know if I'm going to actually emulate it because it's working now and I've got a spare one over there. I think maybe we'll just go with the chip that was in there originally. So yeah, that's the arrangement. A bit untidy at the moment, but I'm going to take that chip out as well. That is broken, I'm pretty sure. So I'll probably put sockets in, and then on top of the socket will be a PCB arrangement with the circuit that emulates this. So yeah, that's what we're looking at the moment, and it's now running programs.